Hey everybody, it's Campfire Trish, and today I'm doing a St. Patrick's Day recipe that you can easily do on your stovetop at home or in your slow cooker, whatever you would like. But I am going to do some typical prep on the inside, and then hopefully if the wind stays like it is, do the rest of it over the fire in just a little bit. We can't have a fire till after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we have to contend with that as well. And yeah, it's just that time of year. As you can see in the background, the kids have been playing with a makeshift little tent that they've been using that for a couple of weeks now. And when it's really cold, I've seen blankets hung up, and especially for windy days, so they've been having some fun with that. It's like their little fort, they say, but or the little kids, I should say. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Again, it's St. Patrick's Day, you know, kind of gearing up for it. And yeah, don't forget, if you like St. Patrick's Day or you like to cook and you do fun things, give me a thumbs up right now. And yeah, let's get to it. All right, so I've got my corned beef. This is about 2-pound corned beef that I just got prepackaged. It comes with a little seasoning packet, as many of them do. And I am going to just first add 2 cups of apple cider. So this is a little bit of a twist to a corned beef. Never done it this way before. I'm kind of excited. So 2 cups apple cider, and I'm actually going to use 2 Angry Orchard hard ciders, crisp apple, as well. The recipe calls for 4, but I'm not going to use 4 that I found on the internet, so I'm going to use 2. And then I'm going to add water to top. To fully cover the corned beef. Actually, I think I'm gonna do 2 more cups of cider instead. So I did 2 cups water and a 2 cup cider. Since I'm not using the beer or the hard cider, I still want that flavor. It might be 3. Let's do 3 cups. That's pretty covered. Maybe another half. That's probably good enough. And I'm going to go ahead and open the seasoning packet and add it too. Now this is I'm going to bring this up to a boil, so I'm going to go ahead and put my burner on high. And this prep can be done if you're doing this while you're camping. This prep can be done ahead of time, and you can get the roast going ahead of time. I want it to simmer for about 2 hours or so, and then you're gonna take the meat, and you can finish cooking it up at your campsite. So it's really simple. So here it is. Like I said, I've got to get this going. I'm gonna put this little seasoning packet on it, and then we'll return in just a little bit. All right, so my corned beef is still simmering, kind of doing its thing. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and prep some cabbage. So I've taken the cabbage and I've cut it into wedges. I've got 2 wedges here. I've saved the other half of my cabbage. And I am going to just be taking some olive oil and brushing it onto the cabbage, and then salt and peppering it, and then I'm going to be wrapping it up in 2 pieces of tin foil, so I can put them directly on the fire. Alright, so we see that Sam has got the fire going. It's a nice fire, it smells good. For March, the weather is amazing right now. It's beautiful, it's nice and warm. We have this, we'll have great weather, and then we'll have snow, and then we'll have great weather and we'll have snow. Right now I don't think we have any snow in the forecast, amazingly, but we still have April. But the fire looks great. We're just going to put the grate on. And then we're going to put that Dutch oven. So as you saw, we removed the majority of that liquid out of my Dutch oven. And we're going to put that on top of this grate. And I'm debating if I'm gonna put, do you think the cabbage on top of the grate too, or do you think that next to the fire and the coals?
Right here.
It's supposed to be coalish more though. Maybe I'll put them on those side coals back there.
Over there then.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, we're gonna get that going. So as we can see, we've got the corned beef in my Dutch oven here, and we've got my cabbage right there. And I'll probably just kind of watch it and move it around a little bit, turn it over here and there, and we'll see what we can get. Oh, all right. Now look at that beautiful piece of meat right there. Just took it out. I will say that all my liquid was gone, and I'm glad I took it out just then, because as you can tell, there's a little bit of charring on the bottom, but that's probably going to be the best part. You know how it is when meat gets a little charred. My cauliflower also looks amazing. I mean, not my cauliflower, my cabbage. Have I been saying cauliflower this whole time? I hope you guys realize that this is cabbage and not cauliflower. But my cabbage also looks amazing. I'm going to just let this meat sit for just a moment. Like I said, I just took it off the fire, and let me just let it sit and reabsorb a little bit, and then we're going to get digging in. All right, so here it is. I added a little bit of butter to my cabbage. As you see here, you can add it or not add it, up to you. And I'm going to give it a try. Let me try one of the pieces of beef, corned beef first. So I will say that my first piece has a very strong burnt flavor. So let me try to get one. Maybe we'll just cut that bottom a little bit. Luckily, it's not a ton of really charred pieces. I don't mind charred usually, but let me take a bite of this one. Okay. Yeah, that's better. It's not as salty as some corned beef that I've had before, but I do get a little bit of a hint of that apple flavoring with it as well. It's actually pretty good. I'm surprised. And now some of that cabbage. Sam told me that I wasn't allowed to cook cabbage in the house, that I had to do it outside, which is perfect. That's good. There's a little bit of crunch to it, but the majority of it is soft. It's really tasty. Got salt, pepper. It's delish. Very good. You want to try a bite of the cabbage? No. He's not a fan of cabbage. I'm the fan of cabbage. My oldest daughter is actually fixing some macaroni and cheese too to go along with this. But I hope you all enjoy this film. Check out my little leprechaun hat to add to the festiveness. But otherwise, if you like corned beef, and what's your favorite recipe? I didn't cook any potatoes with it, but we've done corned beef and potatoes and carrots before too, like a regular roast. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on corned beef, and what's your favorite St. Patrick's Day celebration. Just let me know in the comments below. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And until next Saturday at 8 a.m., bye.